1984 has been labeled the year of the turbine engine in unlimited hydroplane racing. The new Miss Tosti Asti is powered by one of them. Its driver, this man, Steve Reynolds, hopes to prove the turbine can run with any piston engine. However, he has two very formidable foes. The Union-based Squire shop driven by this man, Micky Remund. After a 7-year absence, he returns to drive the boat which last year won the national title under the colors of Atlas Van Line. But the boat to beat today is the Budweiser, driven by this man, Jim Kropfeld. The Bud has won 4 straight here in Miami. Reynolds, Remund, Kropfeld, the Unlimiteds coming up.
From Marine Stadium, it's the Miami Budweiser Unlimited Hydroplane Regatta. Brought to you by Budweiser. For all you do, this Bud's for you.
Miami, Florida, the international city, where many a language is spoken and where many a traveler has come to enjoy. This is a sporting city, home of the NFL Dolphins, and it's a boating city for pleasure and where, for each of the past 14 years, the fastest boats in America have come to compete, the Thunderboats. Hello, everyone. I'm Don Poier, along with the voice of hydroplanes for the past 20 years, Jim Hendrick. Of course, welcome to the 1984 Budweiser Unlimited Hydroplane Regatta. Now, this year, the format for 84 will be the draw system. The fan plan is no longer in existence, where the hot boats race in one heat, the slow boats in another. What do you think about that, Jim?
Well, the hot boats are going to have to meet each other, Don, one way or the other by the final heat. It's now the luck of the draw. Some of the hot boats could go against lesser company and vice versa, but then again, I've seen it where they've all on each other head-to-head all day long. Now let's check the first heat of action, Heat 1A. Heat 1A will see the Squire shop, driven by Micky Remund from Palm Desert, California, coming back after an absence of almost 8 years. They qualified the Squire shop at 112.9 miles per hour. Miss Renault will again this year be driven by Milner Irvin from Coral Gables, Florida. He's a hometown boy for this Miami area. He checked in with Miss Renault at 103.6. Chet's Music, a brand new haul this year, driven by Madison's Todd Yarling, just made the qualifying at 102.5. The 100-mile-an-hour qualifying is the minimum. And the Miss Tosti Asti, driven by Steve Reynolds out of Seattle, also returning after a few years' absence. He was the highest qualifier the past couple of days at 117.1.
Jim, that's an awfully good-looking heat. What do you think?
And 3 different types of power plants in the 4 boats. 2 turbo Allison engines, a Merlin, and also a turbine engine. Now let's check Heat 1B. The host boat for this one, Miss Budweiser, checked in at 117 miles per hour. Jim Kropp driving from Cincinnati, Ohio. We call him Speedy Gonzalez with that mustache of his. American Speedy Printing has a new entry this year. And the driver, Ron Snyder, out of Piqua, Ohio, checked in at 112 mile an hour. The Miss Executone at 109.3. George Johnson out of Seattle. This is a brand new haul. And Team Velocity will be driven by Scott Pierce, also out of the Seattle area. They made the field at 102 mile an hour.
And there's your lineup now for Heats 1A and 1B here in Miami. They look awful good.
Yes, and 3 are conspicuous by their absence, because the Texmo, who is a outboard power, 3 engines outboard, driven by Buck Thornton, didn't make the qualifications. The All-Star Light, driven by Tommy DeEath, a former Gold Cup winner. His boat is here, did not qualify. And, of course, the big national defending champion, Atlas Van Line's another turbine boat, will not join us with Chip Hadauer until next week at Syracuse.
We'll be right back after this with Heat 1A in Miami.